As we celebrate Pride Month, I guess it's not a surprise to you that Republican lawmakers across the country are continue to introduce hundreds of anti-trans bills that will ban gender-affirming health care for transgender youth. I'm not sure what age they're talking about, under 18, I think?
Yes,
under 18, yeah. Right? So why do you think the transgender community is being attacked like this? What is that about? I mean, it's not like it's their 80% of the population. What's going on over there?
Oh, gosh, that's a big question. I mean, I think, you know, in many ways, of course, it's a political tool.
Yeah.
It's to gain votes. It's to make people upset. It's to distract people from...
Scare people.
Scare people. Real issues that are happening in our society that do need to be addressed. And I think and there's such an inundation of lies and misinformation. Like when you had the amazing Representative Zoe Zephyr on recently, when she was describing what gender-affirming care for youth actually is. Yeah. When my, you know, body started to change and clothes sat on me differently, and all of that was just... was the beginning of really sort of, you know, disconnecting from myself and feeling a degree of discomfort that was very erosive and damaging. The experiences I had in regards to bullying, it certainly only encourages the shame that literally makes you sick, the discomfort, you know, that I felt really took so much of my life away from me.
All right, guys, so we got to do a follow-up story involving one of the bigotry hustlers, right? People out there who try to make a name for themselves on social media by doxing and harassing people who they believe are committing acts of bigotry, okay? And one of the biggest bigotry hustlers on the internet is the great white zesty savior, Tizzy ENT, okay? Who, if you guys recall, this guy played an integral role in spreading the so-called City Park Karen story and doxing and harassing Sarah Jane Comrie for allegedly trying to steal a city bike from a young black teenager. A story that was just not believable at face value, okay? If you guys understand basic crime statistics, you know that this was highly, highly, highly unlikely for a pregnant white woman to try to steal a bike forcefully from a young black teenager. Ridiculous story that these people peddled and went with because, again, they're trying to find bigotry and racism where there is no bigotry and racism, okay? Victimhood is the most valuable currency of 2023. And because of that, these bigotry hustlers are gonna chase any story that they can in order to try to continue the grift, okay? And again, this follow-up story I'm doing is to a ridiculous story that was posted anonymously on Reddit. And Tizzy NT picked it up despite how ridiculous it sounded, okay? And the story goes like this. This happened somewhere out in Texas, allegedly, right? Basically, there was a trans lesbian couple that got arrested and thrown in jail after being at a mini golf place, and allegedly they kissed in front of a family with kids, and I guess the mother of the kid got upset and accused them of sexual harassment, right? It ended up calling the police, and the police showed up with their guns out, okay, and arrested them and threw them in jail, right? That is what the story is, okay? Now, the story has went viral, okay? Although there's no evidence to suggest that this story actually happened the way that, you know, the story's being told on Reddit. But again, Tizzy ENT, because he's desperate for stories, he's desperate to continue to grift, he has been begging this couple to speak out, to talk to him, to contact him, and to show him the footage and evidence that this happened, right? And let's just say that he's still waiting for them to actually reach out with the alleged evidence that they have. But it seems like, according to the police report or the charges that were filed in relation to this incident, or what allegedly is in relation to this incident, probably doesn't look too good. Take a look.
Contact me and I will gladly just help you get attorneys. So, quick update. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I have not heard from them yet. I know some people went to the Reddit and commented about me. I do hope still that they reach out because I would like to help them, but I haven't heard from them yet. Then there's the fact that I had multiple people say to me, how do you know that this is real and this isn't faked? People make stuff up on the internet all the time. I don't know. That's why I made the video and asked them to contact me, because there's ways they can prove it, like the video and police reports and so forth. But I'll be honest, I kind of hope it's fake. I'd rather it's fake. It's better than the alternative of it being true. But I have seen things that seem to substantiate that it did in fact happen. Namely, this incident report that is at a mini golf place in the area kind of mentioned, and it lists the crime suspected as sexual assault of a child. And I saw someone say that they claimed the mother said, oh, they touched my child. That is a much more serious crime and allegation. That is not a let's just ignore it and hope it goes away kind of thing. That is a real problem. So I understand if you all are scared. I definitely do. And you don't want the publicity. I cannot stress enough. I'm happy to not make a video. If you don't want a video, I won't make it. I'm happy to just connect you with attorneys and leave it at that. I will not out you. I will not talk about you if you don't want it. But what you are facing is serious, and if we get some people behind you, especially legal counsel, that can definitely make it much more difficult for them to try and do things to you. So if you're one of the individuals involved, please, Instagram or Twitter, just reach out to me and I'll handle it however you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, right? So what you have there is the same thing you had with the City Bike Karen story, where the family of the black teenager decided not to speak out or to say anything until they could actually make money off of it, okay? Until they figured out, oh, okay, this is a grift, we can make some money. Now, all of a sudden, they decided to speak out, right? They raised probably, more than 70, 80K at this point now. But in a situation like this, I got a gut feeling that this trans lesbian couple is probably not going to speak out. They're probably not going to say much of anything, especially considering the allegations here. And if the video footage shows them touching the child, right, then they're screwed, okay? Again, because if I had evidence, okay, that this didn't happen, that this woman apparently is a homophobe and she called the police for no reason, I would come out and show it, right? I would play the victimhood card here and try to raise a whole bunch of money against homophobic Karens. The same way that the City Bike Karen, the black family, the same thing that they did. I would try to do the exact same thing, right? But again, because I got a gut feeling that this situation is much more complicated than what they posted on Reddit, and that they're probably not completely innocent. If the situation happened at all, you're never going to hear about this, right? But again, the point of me giving you guys an update on that story is that, again, victimhood is currency in 2023, and everybody is looking to be a victim. Everybody wants to have some type of bigotry related attack happen to them so that they can go to the media and boohoo, whine, and complain about it and say, oh, woe is me. I'm a victim of hatred and bigotry and homophobia and sexism and racism and whatever, right, in this country. This is what they do, right? Which brings us to the title of this video, right? Which brings us to what this video really is about, which is Elliot Page, okay? A Hollywood actor who is transgender, who came out and revealed that they had a chilling transphobic attack committed against them outside an LA hotel. Okay, quote, I'm going to effing gay bash you, F word. Right. Allegedly, this is what was said. Okay, so let's read about it. Actor Elliot Page has shared he was verbally attacked and threatened by a crazed transphobic man who shouted that Elliot was the reason, quote, I need a gun in Los Angeles last year. Now, apparently this happened last year. Okay, last year. Now, again, why wait so long to speak out about this? Okay, I'm just saying. Page, 36, was standing on a corner in West Hollywood on his way to the Pink Dot convenience store when the enraged and hateful stranger approached Elliot, shouting obscenities, according to the Los Angeles Times. Quote, I'm going to effing gay bash you, F word. The man yelled, forcing the actor to bolt towards the store in fear. Okay, so apparently this guy said that he's going to gay bash Elliot Page. Now, I've never heard that term before, right? I've never heard anybody say, I'm going to gay bash you. Sounds suspicious. Sounds strange. Sounds almost like it was made up, right? Sounds like this story might not be true. I don't know. But I've never heard that before. I've never heard it. I wanted it, the man shout, this is MAGA country too, out in LA, right? LA is MAGA country, right? We don't like your kind around here, right? Do you have a MAGA hat, right? Do you have Trump 2024? Okay, tell us more about this story, Elliot Smollett, right? I'm just saying. Employees at the Pink Dot escorted a terrified Page into the shop, but the man allegedly followed him and stood at the store's doorway. Quote, this is why I need a gun, right? The maniac reportedly yelled at Page through the glass door. Page, whose dead name was Elliot Page, revealed he was transgender in 2020. Now, Elliot says Elliot no longer feels safe in Los Angeles. Yeah, so again, here we have it. A transgender person, okay, talking about how they don't feel safe in one of the most liberal cities in the country, right? Again, it's just amazing. It's amazing. These people try to be victims no matter what. Now, again, this could have been, if it was actually true, that is, right? If this happened, this could have been some random dude on the street, right? Some random dude on the street that says messed up stuff to you is not a reflection of the country as a whole, right? It doesn't mean that trans people are under attack, right? Or that their lives are in danger just because they're trans, in regards to being murdered, that is, okay, by some type of hateful bigot. That doesn't really happen in this country, okay? I don't care what the, the woke revolutionaries say. That's not happening, okay? It's not happening at all. In fact, again, being gay in America or, LGBTQ or whatever is very accepted, right? It's more accepted in America than it is in most parts of the world, period. It's very accepted. It's what people are rejecting. The backlash against it now is the fact that a lot of stuff seems to be targeted towards children. But the left, they don't want to have that conversation, okay? They just want to say, well, it's hate and bigotry. And they want you to believe that even Los Angeles is not safe, right, for trans people, which could be true, okay, but not for the reasons that they claim, right? It cannot be safe because of the progressive criminal justice reform going on out there in California and how they're allowing criminals to basically run the city. You cannot be safe because of that. But in regards to somebody being a bigot, right, and, attacking you because you're trans, that's a stretch, right? It really is. So let's read more here. Quote, now when I'm in Los Angeles, I don't feel comfortable like I used to going for walks. The comedian born entertainer said, yeah, again, the reasoning behind that probably has less to do with bigotry as it has to do with, the Democrats and the progressives running the city. I'm just saying. The ordeal may have shaken the actor, but he acknowledged that he has the privilege to stay in safer hotels and higher security if needed, unlike most people living in LA. Quote, it doesn't mean it's not traumatic, but I have resources that in every instance that is difficult, protect and shield me from these things, Page told the outlet. The Juno star's recounting of the alleged verbal assault and threats comes in the wake of another story he recently shared in his upcoming memoir, Page Boy, about when a famous a-hole told him being gay doesn't exist. Again, the victimhood never stopped. Page, who came out as gay in February 2014, claims that an unnamed A-list actor told him he was going to, quote, F you to make you realize you aren't gay at a birthday party in Los Angeles shortly after coming out. He purposely did not name the accused high-profile celebrity, but said they would, quote, hear about this and know it's about him. The actor added that another celebrity, whom Elliot describes only as an acquaintance, insisted, quote, you aren't gay. That doesn't exist. You are just afraid of men. Days later, the acquaintance ran into Page at the gym, expressing he didn't have a problem with gay people. Quote, I think you might, Page claims to have replied. Yeah, so I mean, look, here's the thing, man. I don't know if this was said, okay? Maybe it was said, maybe it wasn't said. But regardless, this person is not a victim, right? You're not a victim, Okay, it doesn't mean that the country's transphobic or hateful. Again, what happens here is that you have people who come up with these stories, right? In this case, again, I'm calling Jussie Smollett on this one, okay? I'm saying that I don't necessarily know if this story happened, but we need to wait and see, okay? Maybe there is some video footage or whatever that could corroborate Elliot Page's account of what happened, but I wouldn't hold my breath, right? I wouldn't hold my breath that we're going to get that. Maybe we will. I'm just saying, victimhood is the most valuable currency of 2023. All you have to do is claim that you had some type of sexist, hateful, bigoted, racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever, right? Ist or phobic attack, or somebody said something mean to you, preferably by somebody that is a Trump supporter, a white person, right? Or something like that, okay? In that range, a conservative. If you put those allegations out there, you can collect a lot of money, right? You can collect a lot of money, okay? People are going to boohoo, whine, and cry, okay? You're going to have a lot of sympathy tears, right? And you're going to gain status and fame, right? That's just kind of how this works. And it's extremely sad because the supply for the type of bigotry and hate that the left says is so prevalent in this country apparently is so low that they have to make it up, right? Because the demand is so much greater than, again, the supply. It's just amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.